So today we're going to talk about how to build a membership website with WordPress, AccessAlly, and ActiveCampaign. What we are about to discover and discuss is we're going to have some conversation, general conversation in regards to membership website and what are the most important features to look for when you choose your membership website platform. How AccessAlly works together with your CRM system. We are going to talk specifically about ActiveCampaign today, but it can also work with a few others. And we're gonna take a look at AccessAlly features. So during the call, you can type in any questions you may have. Please type them into either the chat box or the question box. It doesn't matter. I will take a look at both of them and do my best to answer any question that you may have. So this presentation is for you if you want to make money online. This works for anybody who ever thought about creating an online product. If you're ready to create a membership website, and most important, if you are up for playing a bigger game. And what do I mean by that? The tools that I'm going to show you today are quite an investment. These are not free tools. They're very powerful tools that can create a very powerful membership website. And so if you want to, if you're serious about creating a membership website, these are the right tools. If you're not sure, if you think you're just gonna try, maybe it's not for you. No, it seems like I have two the same slider, but that's okay. So before I start talking just a little bit about who I am and why you should listen to me. So again, I'm Michelle Castillo. I was born a geek. I really love technology. I'm an engineer by profession. I worked in software development and software development management positions in different places around the world, in Japan, in Europe, in Michigan, and 14 years ago, we have moved to Vancouver in British Columbia. And in the last, since 2011, basically, I started building websites and doing other digital marketing services, but our core service nowadays are membership websites. So I have seen a lot of membership websites. Have worked together with clients through challenges that were often a result of a tool that was chosen that was not enough. And yeah, over the last few years, I've learned more about tools such as AccessAlly. There is another a WordPress plugin, which is called Memberium. They have quite a bit in common, and these are the only tools that we use nowadays, and we love them. So hopefully I will allow you, make you love this tool too. This is quite, just to let you know what others, my clients thought about me. So I'm not gonna read through that, but you can take a second or two to read. It's basically vouching to my geekiness. And yeah, so what is a membership website? I have looked on the web for a formal definition, and that's what I found. So a membership website is a gated part of your online business where only members who subscribe can access the content you have placed behind the gates. So most of us already use, if you don't have your own membership website, you probably have used somebody else's membership website. If you sign up for any course, or if you, sometimes you may have paid for the course and you got access to videos and training material, or maybe you have receive the free access. They're both still membership websites. So just few quick examples. This is a simple membership website for one of my clients. There is the website itself, in this case, resides in a subdomain, which is called members. And then the main domain.com. People get to this page, they log in, and then they reach the course dashboard. There's only right now this business has only one course, and they see all the different modules. That's it. Very simple. The owner of this website has big plans to add many more courses, but right now he has only one, and that's what it is. He even at that point in time, he's not even collecting payments. He gives access. He collects payment on one hand, but then he gives access manually to people. This is another membership website that we have built. This is only part of a membership website. This client who has an ongoing membership where people pay him a monthly fee, and he has a masterclass that he publishes every month, and people who have paid on that month get access to the masterclass. So what you're seeing on the screen is, because I have access to all these masterclasses, you can see the access to everything, but if somebody has just joined in August, they would see only the 3 top ones. And this is all managed using, in his case, Infusionsoft. So these were just examples. I hope it helps you a little bit understand a little bit more about what membership websites are. So let's talk about what you need to look for when you choose your membership website platform. So the center of all of it is, of course, the content. And the number one, the most important functionality is, of course, access restriction. So restricting access to your course content so that only people who subscribed or paid can access it. And sometimes it can be not immediately, but maybe dripped over time and so on. Then there is the payment processing. How are you going to collect money? We're going to go a little bit into more details in a few seconds. Now, most membership platforms, that's the level of features that they write. They help you restrict the access to the course, and they have different ways of helping you charging people to access the course and automatically providing the people who pay access to the course. But there is much more than that. Automation, so I just said automatically getting access to the content. So many of the WordPress plugins that are out there have a limited availability of automation. They will send an email to a newly subscribed member with the login information, but it's really hard to format or control. I have a client who has an online academy, and she has courses in French and in English. She wanted to send English emails to the English-speaking members and French emails to the French-speaking members, and this was impossible. So, and this was one of the more popular WordPress plugin wishlist member. And then marketing functionality, that's where most of the platforms stop and don't provide any features. Then member engagement, very important. The stats in regards to what happened when people buy online courses are horrible. I think more than 50% never do anything with courses that they have bought. However, if you are able to engage with the members, they're more likely to actually access the course, and then they're more likely to buy your next course and recommend it. And if you offer a refund, they're more likely not to ask for the refund. And finally, customer support. Yeah, if you have a successful membership website, you probably need to support your members. There are day-to-day issues such as, oh, I can't find my password doesn't work, I get the wrong message when I try to log in. Excuse me. The ability to actually troubleshoot issues like that is really important. So that's something that, again, you want to make sure you can do before you choose the platform. So just gonna quickly walk through features that you should look for that in more details. In regards to each of those categories that I've just discussed. So one question is, how many membership levels can be created? A lot of the plugins out there offer an unlimited amount of membership levels, but some, and I don't know it from experience, but I was told that ClickFunnels membership, I'm sorry, limits you to only one membership level. The ability to create stage released or dripped content, very important if you want to have a course that has modules that are dripped every week or every month or whatever you choose. And also the ability to control the subscription lengths. So maybe you're selling a course, but the access is only for 1 year. So you may want to be able to have this feature. Payment processing. So the basic payment processing and what is it integrating with PayPal, Stripe, maybe another payment gateway. The ability to offer payment plans, very important. Monthly and yearly subscription plans. How refund processing works, and the ability to automatically detect when a payment fails. So if you have an ongoing membership, or if you offer a payment plan and somebody pays, they get access immediately. If their credit card fails, you want the whole thing to work automatically so that they do not get access to the content once that happens. Automation. So already mentioned, membership related emails and notifications. When someone just signed up, they get an email, a welcome email with login and username. But that's not the only thing that you want to think about. For example, if you have a course that is dripped over time, you want to be able to send an email every time a new module is released. So a few years ago, I had a client that used MailChimp and MemberPress. It's a WordPress plugin, and it was impossible to synchronize the two. So she had to put the module one day and send the email the next day, just to make sure that when the email goes out, the module is already available. And also other integration with marketing automation systems. So if you have a full funnel where you sell few products that start maybe with a free gift product and then go to something that costs a little bit more, and then you sell your core product, the integration with a marketing automation system becomes even more important, so that your automation can know when someone purchases a certain product to stop promoting it and start promoting the next level product. And marketing features. So there's a long list here, and I will not explain them to the very, I will not explain all the details. Hopefully you are familiar with what this means. So the ability to offer an upsell. This means that if someone buys, say you have this course that is a 6-week course that is online only, and you want to offer for those that are interested some one-on-one time. So on the checkout, you can say, oh, you want to pay an additional $1,000 and you get some one-on-one time with me. This is called upsell. The ability to offer packages. So maybe you have a course and then you have another course that some people may want and some may not. So you can package 2 courses together. Coupon codes, always important for marketing. Personalized coupon codes is a big thing. We will talk a little bit. I have an example that you will see in a few minutes. So I'll skip that for now. And well, already talked about the integration with your marketing automation platform and affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is a great tool to sell more of your online courses. And you want to know if the system that you decide to go with has the ability to offer affiliate marketing. Most of the systems out there will require you to add an additional plugin or sign up for a third-party service. And member engagement features, some call it gamification. I don't even know how to say it right. These are tools that help you engage members, such as progress bar, quizzes, the ability to send reminder emails. If someone didn't log in for a week, you can remind them, hey, what's going on? And private notes, this is when members can actually enter, ask questions or submit homework or whatever you think that you would like them to input. This is a great feature, again, to create a better user experience and keep your members engaged. And some examples for customer support features. So you want to be able to track issues, to resolve issues easily, to be able to fix problems, technical problems easily, and to process cancellations easily. This is, if you offer a refunds, this is, the question is how are you gonna handle it? If you have a customer support team, how are they going to do it? How can you make it so that it is foolproof? And if you have an ongoing membership, people will want to cancel. And the question is how you do it in a way that is that it works without spending too much time of your team and without creating any frustration on the member side. So where do you start with all that, assuming that you have selected your platform? So I looked around the web today and I found that article that says how to, what do you need to start a WordPress membership website? And I'm not going to go into all the details, but you can see that the step number 1 is that you need a domain name, and then you need hosting, and then you need a plugin. So in my opinion, that is completely wrong. You have to start with planning your content and understanding that your market actually needs it. It is very important that you know that there is somebody out there that will pay and buy your course. One way to look at it is, let's say that you already have a website and you have a blog, and you have usually a blog is public content. Anybody can read it. So if you have people that are already reading your blog, or people coming to where you speak, and there are people in the audience that are interested in what you have to say, that's a good start. Then you can provide some of the content that you create for free in order to build a mailing list. And if these two work, then it's, you know that you can also charge for your content. This is only one way to look at it. It really depends on what you really do. If you are a business coach or life coach, you already have clients, you can use a membership website just to work with your clients. So it's a little bit different point of view. But really, the first thing you want to make sure is that you know what your course is going to be, and not you know what the domain is. Hope this is not the topic of our presentation today, so I'm not going to dive into it any further. But I really wanted to convey my opinion about that, just because in the past I had, when I just started that, I had clients that came to me and said, oh, I want a membership website. We have bought the WordPress plugin, put the website, the skeleton of the website in place, and then some of them have not created the content up until today. So today, if someone comes to me and says, I don't even have content yet, I say, well, go back to your desk and plan your content, and come back when you're more ready. There's no point to spend money on tools before you know the what. So let's talk about AccessAlly. AccessAlly is a WordPress plugin, which means that it is, you install WordPress and then you add AccessAlly, and it adds tons of features. We are not going to even be able to touch, I think, 10% of what they have today. And it has everything, theoretically, that you need to build a successful membership site. Now, I can tell you one thing. A lot of the membership websites that I have built in the past required a lot of duct tape work, you'd say. So I have a client who started with, there is a very popular WordPress plugin called Wishlist Member. And then she wanted to be able to sell more than one course at a time. So we needed to start working with WooCommerce, which is the standard WordPress e-commerce plugin. And then in order to communicate the membership site with WooCommerce, she needed to buy a third-party plugin, and it became a big, just a mishmash of tools that are working together most of the time. This third-party connecting plugin stops working every time it expires. If she doesn't pay for one more year, it just stops working, and this is crazy. So AccessAlly, in that sense, have everything. So when you buy it, you have everything there, and so you don't have to keep on going and running into a wall of, oh, I can't do that, I need to buy yet another plugin. And this is probably what I love about it most. So just, I'm gonna also show you a real website that was built with AccessAlly, but just wanna give you a sense of the features that they offer. So they have unlimited courses, can be instant access to the entire course or ripped courses. And they have a course creation wizard that saves tons of time. They have a built-in affiliate program that you can use. You can build a members directory if you are interested in that. They have a very, very rich e-commerce list of features. You can, and AccessAlly integrates directly with PayPal or Stripe. So you can do one-time product purchases, payment plans, and subscription payment plans, coupon discounts, integration with the affiliate system that they have so that you can actually know who bought what and how to pay affiliate fees. One-click upsell, which we mentioned before. Order toggles, they call it, so that you can offer payment plans or multiple currencies. This is really powerful, the multiple currencies. If you if you are after a market, let's say you're in Canada and you want to sell in Canada and the US, you can offer people the ability to pay in Canadian or in US dollars. And also something they call order bumps. Gamification. Ooh la la, there is a big, spelling mistake up there. That's what the spell checker. I didn't realize that they completely changed the word that I typed in. So it's gamification, not gasification. I don't even know what gasification is. So progress tracking, video bookmarks, quizzes, private notes, we've already talked about. Behavior-based tagging. So we'll talk a little bit more about it in a few minutes. So I want to jump into explaining how AccessAlly works with your CRM system. And today we're talking about ActiveCampaign, but it's the very same idea when it works with other CRM systems such as Infusionsoft, ConvertKit, Drip, OnReport, and KeepPro. And the core of this integration is tags. So tags are like sticky notes. If you have a CRM system, ActiveCampaign, the contact in the system can have different tags. They can have as many tags as you want. And you can either assign a tag or remove a tag. That's it. So tags, the way tags are used in ActiveCampaign are in three ways. Organization or segmentation, so that you can tag people to be somebody who attended the webinar or somebody who purchased one of your products, and then you can create marketing that is specific for people that did that. The next one, which is the tags started with the organization or the segmentation or the ability to split your contact into meaningful groups. But nowadays, they are also used as start triggers for automations or for campaigns. Also, I'm sorry, but this third item is hidden, but what it says is conditional content. So in ActiveCampaign, you can send an email and actually have a little bit different content inside the email depending on tags. So I'll give you an example when this might be used. I have a client who constantly promotes his ongoing membership, but he sends daily emails. So he can use this conditional content saying that the part where he promotes his ongoing membership is not showing to people that are already members. Just an example. So this was the background for how AccessAlly works together with ActiveCampaign, because this integration functionality is mostly based on tags. And if you don't understand tags, then it will be hard for you to understand how they work together. So just an overview of how it might work. So somebody is enrolling to a course, or maybe they're signing up to get free access. What happens next is then the contact is being pushed into ActiveCampaign, and then ActiveCampaign creates a tag automatically. So you can create an automation sequence inside ActiveCampaign that will assign a tag that is, the tags are actually controlling what content is accessible inside your membership website. So again, the new contact is being pushed into ActiveCampaign. ActiveCampaign adds to this contact the right tag that provides them with access to this course that they have just purchased or have just signed up. And then ActiveCampaign communicates with the website through AccessAlly, just making a synchronization call. So now the website has the most recent information, and this new contact can access the content according to what they have signed up or purchased. So now that your contact is inside the CRM, you can do a lot of things with this contact. You can send a welcome email with the login details. You can create an entire automated follow-up if this was a free gift. So this is typical, you create automated follow-up. If you don't know what that is, it's also called autoresponder. You can send them reminders to access the course depending on where they left where they last left off in the training. They can send that. You can send them congratulation email after they complete a certain section of the program. So this is very powerful. If you are familiar with how ActiveCampaign works, now that ActiveCampaign is in charge when it comes to access, and you can do a lot of things with that. And we are going to look into a few examples in a minute. So that is, okay, this is an example of how a drifting content campaign will work. And this is a screenshot of ActiveCampaign, and this is an ActiveCampaign automation. So what happens here is that somebody made a purchase using AccessAlly's e-commerce functionality, and as a result, AccessAlly assigns a new tag to the system, to this new person. And in this case, it's just an example. It is the tag 6-week course made purchase is added. So this contact has this new tag. As a result, the automation starts. And in the automation, there's a tag being assigned which provide them access to the entire course. And it's not that it provides them access to the entire course, but this is, there is a condition in the system that they need to have this tag before they can see anything. And then also a tag that is specifically for week 1. Then there is a synchronization call and a welcome email that tells them this is your login information, and you can start using. Okay, excuse me for a second. The phone is ringing here, and I need to stop it because it disturbs us all. I am sorry. It stopped. So what happens next? There is the wait block. So you wait for 1 week, and the rest looks exactly the same. So after 1 week, add tag week 2 access will happen. Again, there is going to be a synchronization with the website. And then, of course, it's optional. You can send an email. Your next module is ready. So, yeah, that is, forgot that I had those. This is a little bit more interesting, and this is the cart abandonment campaign. So what happens is, this is a screenshot of ActiveCampaign. That's how it looks. You can hardly see anything. So what I did is I split it into 2. What happens here is that if someone started the purchase process in ActiveCampaign, they put their name and email address, and then they decide not to pay. And this is very typical. It's, I think, the stats say that 75% of people who start using the shopping cart don't actually complete the process. So what happens is there is AccessAlly here assigns a tag. This is an example from a demo website that I own. So it's a tag that somebody ordered this course, or he started ordering, and then we wait for 15 minutes. So, okay, so the campaign starts, we wait for 15 minutes, and all that time there is this goal, and this is a campaign goal that, again, this is the way ActiveCampaign works. And what it means is that if at any point the person completes the purchase, the entire campaign is skipped and the contact is moved to here. So here we wait for 15 minutes, and if after 15 minutes the purchase has not happened, we start the cart abandonment campaign, which reminds the person who started the purchase to complete the purchase. And so there is the first follow-up email, maybe something like, oops, you forgot something. And then we wait for 1 day and send another follow-up email. And all that time, if the person completes the purchase, there will be a tag assigned and they will jump here, which means that they're not gonna get any more follow-up emails if they actually purchase. And then there is another day wait, and at that stage, this is a special feature for AccessAlly, and we request a personalized coupon from AccessAlly, which when the request happens, AccessAlly creates a coupon that can be used only by this contact, and it expires in 48 hours. The coupon code is being pushed into ActiveCampaign so that it can be embedded in an email. And so this email tries to convince the person to purchase by offering them a discount of some sort. Then we are waiting 1 more day, sending this final email with the same coupon, telling the contact that it's going to expire soon. And then, and then if nothing happens, then the purchase is not complete, and you can do whatever you want with the contact. You can start sending them marketing emails, or decide that if they're so uninterested, maybe just stop communicating with them. So do you have any questions at all so far? Because the next I'm going to show you a real membership website and give an idea of what it might look like. Okay, no questions. So we'll go to my browser. And first I want to show you the membership website of AccessAlly. This is probably the best example. This is the best example that I have, and it is implemented with AccessAlly, which is great. So what we're looking for is, maybe I should start actually at the top of their this is the main, the place where you get to when you sign in, when you log in, and there is some information available here, and access to different courses. I don't have access to all these courses, so they're all gray, only to this training, which I actually have already completed. So, and this is the dashboard for this specific course. So it's an 8-week course, and let's take a look and see how it looks inside. So this is week 1, and there is a checklist here of what you need to do. So this is part of the gamification. There is the ability for you as someone who implements the membership website to add the navigation. So once you're done with the course, you can jump to the next. Now here, this is there is a video, and there is in the checklist, you have to watch the video, but this will be checked automatically when you are done watching the video. And one cool thing that I have, it's not, you can't see it here, but let's say that you have recorded a much longer video. Maybe you have a course that is based on webinars that you're running. You can create a checklist that is timed. So you can, for the same video, create like bookmarks along the video. And so people can actually jump from the list to a certain place in the video and start watching there. And again, when someone passes this time point, the check mark is being checked automatically. I think it's really cool. And at the same time as I walk through the course, you can see that I have check marks. So when the tasks of any page ended, a check mark is automatically added to it. Then there are quizzes. They're also part of the AccessAlly package. So as you can see, I scored 100. And there is also the ability to, oops, sorry. So in week 1, there was no homework, but in week 2, there was homework. And I could submit screenshots of stuff that I have implemented as part of my homework. And also I can ask questions here, which I didn't. But if I click here, I can send a question, and it goes to some email that was set. And so someone gets this and can answer. One last thing that I want to show on this one is actually the system has the ability to create a certificate. So I was done with the course, I got this badge, which is, and I can download the certificate, which is kind of cool. This specifically, this was a training to become an AccessAlly partner. So I worked really hard to get the badge. And yeah. One more thing I want to show you here is the Affiliate Center. Again, this is implemented completely with the features that are available by AccessAlly. And there's nothing much to show here because I haven't done anything with it. But you could, if you have affiliates, you could provide them log in to their affiliate dashboard and provide them with information and affiliate links and so on. So this is the front end. And I would like to also show you a little bit of how it looks at the back end. So this is a demo website that I have, and I just opened a few screens there so that you can see how it looks. So this is, and I'm just gonna show you a few of the features because there is so many and I don't think there is a point to show all of them. So they have the ability to, for you to choose a color scheme that is used in all the features that AccessAlly provides you. For example, if you remember, the color of all these check marks and numbers, or the colors of the navigation buttons, they're all set here. Or you can choose one of the color schemes that they have provided, or you can have your own and customize it. Okay, and also this applies to, you can see how it looks here. There's a preview. So this is how the login will look like. This is how a profile look like, an order form, and other part of the system. You can kind of see how it's gonna look like. Next is the course creation wizard. And this is probably one of the most powerful tools in the system because, let me show you how it works. So we talked about tags and how tags are so important in order for the whole system to work. And it can be a lot of work to define all those tags. But if you, let me just define a demo course here. And they have the ability to define two icons that if somebody has access, it is this icon. If they don't have access, it's that icon, but we're not gonna go into all of that. Then when you create a course, you enter the name and then you can create the course and continue. And then you can, the system already suggests to you different tags that can be used, or you can choose to your own name, or you can use tags that are already defined in ActiveCampaign. And you must tell the system what is the category of the tag. So I don't know if you must, but I've never done any tag without a category. And so I highly recommend you do that. So I'm not gonna change those names right now. And so we have the basic tags, and now I have taken the staged, the module kind of course that drips. So it gives me a level of modules. So it defines 2 modules to begin with, and you can name the module, and you can create it, and it will automatically create the tag that will control access to each module. And okay. And then this is where you define how it's going to be sold, but we are not going to talk about that right now. It already creates the offer that will be the front end of what people pay for this. And finally, the content. So here you can actually add pages to each module. And this is really cool because it will also create the pages for you if you don't have them yet. And once you're done going through this wizard, your whole course, you have the entire structure, you already have all the tags, and the next step is for you to add the content, and it saves you tons of time. If you had to define all those tags, it will take a lot of time and hard work. And they also have, and this is really cool, they have a checklist to make sure that you've done everything that is needed for every course. And finally, a checklist of what you need to do in order to test. Very, very complete system. It helps you everywhere to make sure that things are well defined. Another screen that I wanted to show you is just an example. This is how you define private notes, where you define that people can send you messages, as we've seen before. And this kind of feature is embedded in a page using shortcodes. And this is the screen where you define the products. So when you sell a course, you don't sell the course, you sell the product that contains the course. So you can create a lot of products around one course. For example, if you intend to sell the same course in US dollars and in Canadian dollars, you create 2 products. One is this course in Canadian discourse, and the other one is this course in US dollars. So this is very powerful. In most membership websites that offer payment integration, it is, you have to sell the course and it's standalone. It makes it much less flexible. This approach where you have products that can contain whatever you want is very powerful. So yeah, I just want to show you one more thing here. Using this approach, I have two products. One is the same course, one payment, and the same course, 3 payments. And I've defined it using the tools that they provide. And here, this is just a test. I enter my contact information, and remember, we have talked about the cart abandonment campaign. This is how it happens. So I've already, in order to get to this screen, I had to put the name and email address. Now, ActiveCampaign already has my information, and if I don't put my credit card information here, the reminders are going to start going out. So let's get back to here. This is time for questions. So if you have any questions, please ask. I'll be happy to answer. Does it make sense? What do you think about AccessAlly? Let me know. Okay, there are no questions. So if you are serious about building your membership website and you don't know how to make it happen, I wanted to invite you to, oh, there is a question. Let me see. Frank is asking if there are any plugins for WeChat and Alipay. I am not aware of anything like that. The only way it might work is if you have an integration between WeChat and ActiveCampaign, and the same for Alipay. There is probably something like that through Zapier. So if WeChat can talk to Zapier and ActiveCampaign can talk to Zapier, then you can make it happen. And if you wonder, so I've shown you the built-in payment processing by AccessAlly, but if you want to collect money through WeChat or Alipay, which I don't know what it is, then the only thing you'll need to do is actually, through this integration, between the WeChat and ActiveCampaign, assign the tag telling the system, this person purchased that product. And then from there on, everything looks the same. So using the built-in AccessAlly e-commerce is not a must. You can use any other system. So I have a client that uses ThriveCart, and she's going to use AccessAlly. Hope I answered your question.